Good afternoon, students. This afternoon, I'm going to teach science. So, what I'm going to teach is the topic is all about floating and sinking. So, but in this floating and sinking, I want to use egg to demonstrate about floating and sinking. So, we have egg and lemon here, and salt and water. So with this egg, lemon and salt and water, I'm going to use it to demonstrate about sinking and floating. So when object is floating, we know that the density of the water is what? Greater than the object. But if the object sink, that means the density of the weight of the uh, object is greater than the water. That is why it can sink and it can float because of the density of the water. So I will use the salt to give the example. So but look at this example here, the picture. Look at the example here first. So when we're looking at, when you look at this example, you see that this is what? Tap water, and this one is what? Salt water. So when we are talking about tap water and salt water, you will know that if you put egg in tap water, you see that the egg will sink because the weight of the egg is greater than the water. But if you put egg in the salt water, you will see that the egg will sink. The reason why is that the density of the density of the salt is greater than the egg, so that is why it can able to sink and float. They can able to float on the water. So now an egg floats in salt water because the egg is less density than the salt water. So that is the reason why you will see that boats float on the sea. You see how boats floating on the sea, but you remember that when the boats have a problem, that when boats have leakage, the water can able to penetrate inside the boat, so we make the boat sink. So that is what I'm trying to explain here, and you will see the experiment. I will just show you the example. So I'm going to do the show you what I'm going about the egg, the tap water and salt water. That's what I'm going to show you now. So when you look at this, you see that this is what? Water. So I'm going to pour this water inside these two glass. So you will see it that the level of the water I'm putting now, I put this water here, you see the level is not full. So look at this one, I'll put this one too. So now you can see it. So when we just observe this, you understand what I'm trying to explain about this. So this is what? Iodized salt. This is iodized salt. You can see it here. So this one is salt, the table salt we normally eat. So look at, I put the salt here. Okay, this is salt. It's inside this bottle. So let me show you something that I explained here. So now let me use this one as a salt water. Okay, this is salt water. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me just put this tray. I will use this stick and turn it so that the salt will mix very well. So after turning it, so you can see that I don't put salt here, and I put salt in this glass, this one. So now let us test how the water will. This one is, I don't put salt in this tumbler. Okay, look at, yes, it just sank. So this is one experiment. So let us see this one. I don't know that. Okay, let us see it. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, so I need to put more salt so to see what is going to be the reaction. Now look at what we are doing now. So it's still bouncing. So that means the density is what? Still greater than, let me turn it because let me turn it. Okay, so let's put another salt again. Let's put another salt. Let's put another salt. Let's put another salt. Do you understand what I'm doing now? Do you see the experiment? Do you see that now the egg is up? Okay, so now I put more salt here. Now you can see that the egg come up, because now you can find out that the what I put here, you see that an egg floats in salt water because the egg is less what density than the salt water. That is what we did here. So now you can see it now. You see that we put water here, and the egg is now floats. So, and this one sink because there's no water here. So the weight of the egg is greater than this water here. So it sink. So now let me use another example here. So this is lemon and it's big. Look at it now. So let me bring this egg. You see that this egg sink. Let me bring it out. Okay. So let's see. Now you can see the lemon is big. Let's see whether it is going to sink. Okay. Wow, it did not sink. So let me press it again. Cannot sink. So you see the experiment. So now let me bring this one out, and let's see what is going to happen here. I need to bring this out, this egg. Okay, now look at this. Let me put this one. Let me put this lemon here. You see now the lemon sink. Okay, so do you see it sink? Okay, let's put this one here. This one is big. Let's put it to see what is going to happen. You see now it's floating. So with this experiment, you understand that the salt water is, the density is greater than the egg. So I use this both egg and lemon give this experiment so that you understand what we are talking about, sinking and floating. Okay, so with this experiment I hope you can try it by yourself so that you observe what I did now, so you can able to do it in your house, and you will now understand what I'm trying to explain. The salt water, the egg can float on the salt water, but in normal water, tap water, the egg will sink. So that is the different things you're supposed to understand. And when you do the practical, you are going to understand what I did now. This is what the picture. Look at the picture here. So you see this one is tap water and this one is what, salt water. So you see that the egg is down here to tell you that this is the density of the salt is not greater than this, because salt is not in this water. Okay, but this one there's salt there, so that is why the egg is now up floating. Okay, so because when you check this too, you see that in the sea, that when you see this test sea water, you see that it tests salting, so makes some boats floating very fast in the sea, so because of the density. But this one, I don't know whether you observe this one. So okay, this is the experiment about the science about sinking and floating objects, so that you can be able to understand about with this egg, with these two eggs I use. I hope you understand what I did now. So this is our practical for today, and you can do it in your house so that you understand what I did. Okay, so let me put this one, and this one will sink. Okay, so this is the practical. Everybody, I hope you understand, you can do it and practice this thing. Have a nice day and be a good girl and good boy. Bye bye.